Chat, how we doing tonight? Big match tonight between Tigres and Nashville SC. Give me one sec. Forgot to put my hat on. Anyway, Nashville SC versus Tigres, leg 2 tonight in the Concacaf Champions Cup semifinals. And this is it, guys. This is it. Nashville SC have to win tonight or they're eliminated from the Concacaf Champions Cup. Everything is on the line tonight. And we're going to talk about this real quick. The game will probably start in probably 10 minutes. So we got a few minutes to kind of, preview it, get your guys' opinion on what the score line is going to be tonight. I'll give you mine. But this is a tough, 10 minutes till kickoff. This is a tough environment to play in. I think its nickname is El Volcán, the volcano, right? It's a very tough place to play. It's like a 40,000 seat capacity stadium, which it's not the biggest, but it's a tough place to play. There has never been an MLS team to beat Tigres at Tigres. Never has happened before. So this is going to be a tall task for Nashville SC. They didn't look good in the first leg. They lost 1-0. Tigres got that away goal. Helps them out a lot. So even if Nashville scores tonight 1 goal, it's tied. It would go to extra time. So Nashville SC have got their back against the wall. We'll see what happens, though. Mr. says, hi, Will. Hi, chat. Still off work until at least Friday, my eyes. So I thought I'd join you. I appreciate it. Hopefully your eye is doing better. Hopefully, your eye is starting to heal. Ashcan says, hi, Mr. Will in chat. Appreciate you for stopping by. Let's see. Angus says, hello, Will. Hello, chat. Appreciate you stopping by. Angus. Wolfie says, no Surridge, no party. Yeah, Sam Surridge is still hurt. I don't know what the extent of his injury is. He's not listed on the injury report on FOTMob when I looked at the lineups. Not really sure. I think maybe it's a hamstring or something, but I don't know when he's supposed to return. I don't really know if it would make that much of a difference. Maybe it would. He just hadn't really been good in Champions Cup, so I don't know. Madrigal starts up top next to Mukhtar again, and Alex Muil is on the left side. Don't feel too good about this. Now, Seth got hurt in the last game. He got subbed out in I think it was the first half, maybe 23 minutes in, if I'm not mistaken, and he's not on the bench either or in the starting 11, so he's out. So they have two starters that are out, and it looks like it's pretty much the same starting 11, except Seth is out. Sam Surridge is not playing. This is a tough task, guys. I mean, this is a tough game, right? Tonight's going to be a movie. Dismiley says, good. Are you going to do an MLS watch along for San Jose and the Caps? Possibly. Saturday, I might do that. Let me see what time it is. If it's like later, probably. I would assume it's a 10:30 Eastern game. Let me see. Yeah, I could probably do that. Tonight is going to be a movie, Miss Yao says. Look, okay. Real quick, guys, if you haven't already, make sure you smash the like button. We got 30 people in here. More people will pour in through the night as the game starts, but please make sure you guys smash the like button. If you haven't already, smash the subscribe button. We're 10 away from 12,700. We had a great week last week. The Champions Cup, the Montreal video, absolutely killed it last week. And then we got this Vancouver video dropping on Thursday with my good friend Michael from ATFN. So we got a lot of good stuff on the horizon. Bob Bradley interview has officially been confirmed. Real quick, Bob Bradley interview has been confirmed. I talked to him. We're going to get that set up soon, probably next week, I would assume. But I'm going to have Bob Bradley on the channel to preview the World Cup for the USMNT probably next week. So just be on the lookout for that. A lot of big stuff happening on the channel right now. But anyway, make sure you guys like this down below. Now, I want to know what you guys think. What do you think the score prediction is going to be tonight? Okay. What do you think the score prediction is going to be? We're probably about 5 minutes away from kickoff. What do you guys think the score prediction is going to be? Nashville SC have to score tonight to even tie it on aggregate. Okay. And the thing that makes me most nervous about tonight is that Tigres has been stellar at home, at least in the Champions Cup. I don't really know about in the league play, but in Champions Cup, they have been stellar. In their first tough matchup, they played Cincinnati. They lost 3-0 on the road to Cincinnati at Cincinnati. Then they came back and they played Cincinnati at home. And Cincinnati scored a goal. Okay. So they had 4 goals and one away goal, which meant that they essentially had like 4.5 goals, right? So Tigres would have had to score 5 to advance to the next round. And that's what they did. They won 5-1 against Cincinnati. They literally scored the exact amount they needed to win. So Tigres was killer at home. They won 5-1 against Cincinnati. And then in their first leg against Seattle, they won their match at home. I guess it is the first leg and the first match at home. They won 2-0 against Seattle. So the last 2 Concacaf Champions Cup games, which were both against MLS teams, they won on aggregate 7-1. Okay, 7-1. They only conceded 1 goal. Nashville SC has not scored in Champions Cup much. They've scored like 1 goal. 2 goals in 5 matches. When they, take away the Canadian Premier League team, just take that out of the equation. They've scored 2 goals against Club America. Who else was it? Inter Miami and Tigres. They've only scored 2 goals in 5 matches. So they would have to do something they literally have not done this entire tournament, whereas Tigres on the other side has been doing this all tournament long, and they've never lost to an MLS team at home. So I want to know what you guys think your score prediction is going to be for this game. I'll go ahead and read these. I'm very pessimistic tonight, so I'll wait to read what you guys have to say first. Ray says 2-1 Tigres over Nashville. Mr. says 3-1 Tigres. Miss Yao says 2-1 Tigres. Dis Smiley says 2-1 Tigres. Ashkin says 2-1 Nashville. That would be interesting. Let's see. Yeah, because they would win if that happened. Angus says 3-1 Tigres. After what happened to Miami last Saturday, can't believe they thought they'd had a chance in CCC. That's true. I know. I can't believe I thought they had a chance either. It's Concacaf Champions Cup time. Okay, so here's my score prediction for this game. I'm very pessimistic. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm very, very pessimistic. You guys are probably gonna think I'm absolutely being a doomer right now, but I just have this feeling that it's gonna be like 4-0 Tigres. I have a feeling it's going to be like 4-0 Tigres. And like I said, I know it sounds doomerish, like I'm being a complete doomer buzzkill. I hope I'm wrong. I hope that this is the furthest from what happens. But I just got this feeling that Tigres are all just so good. They're so good at home, especially in this tournament. And I just don't think Nashville have anywhere close to the same firepower in the attack that they have. And I think they're in trouble. I think Tigres is going to pour it on them. And you have to think about this too. Tigres isn't just wanting to have a 1-0 victory or a 2-0 victory. They want to put it on Nashville because they're wanting to host the Champions Cup final. I forgot how they break the tiebreaker up when it comes to who hosts the final. I know they do points of like wins, losses, and draws, like at the end of the tournament between all the teams and their results. But Tigres are going to want to run this up because if it's a tie with Toluca or LAFC, they're going to want to have the goal difference tiebreaker. Okay, so they're going to try to pour it on Nashville SC. Now, I'm not saying, I think they are going to, but I think they're going to try to. I don't think they're just going to be cool with one goal and then calling it quits. I think they're going to try to put it on them tonight. I think they're going to try to put them on them because even if they score one goal, if Nashville were to score two, which I don't see happening, but if they were to score 2 goals, they would advance because they'd have 2 away goals versus Tigres' 1 away goal. And like I said, I'm not trying to doom. I don't feel good about this, guys. The history in Mexico for MLS teams, and then the fact that Tigres has been very good at home and that Nashville hasn't been very good in general in the tournament when it comes to scoring goals. They've not been good when it comes to scoring goals. They've won, they've advanced, but they don't score a bunch of goals. They scored 2 goals in their last 5 matches. They couldn't score at home. Now, it was a monsoon and it was raining really hard at that game, but they couldn't score at their own place. Tigres was able to. That was a beautiful goal by Ángel Correa, by the way, in that match who they're showing on the screen right now. But I think it's going to be 4-0. I just got a very, very, very bad feeling about this. Let's see. 3-2 Nashville. That would be interesting. Oh, no. Wolfie says 3-0 Tigres, but rooting for Nashville. And I hope I'm wrong. I fancy Tigres, but if there's one team that could do it, it's Nashville. Mohammed says, let's go, bro. Final should be in a neutral venue. It should be, but the problem is with that is they don't really know where they would do it at, and they also don't there would be some people upset if it was a neutral venue because they'd say it would probably be in America, which would be favoriting an MLS team, which it probably wouldn't be, but because Liga MX fans show up in droves. Like they are very well they're very good travelers for games. But I hope that one day it does become a neutral site because it's the only fair thing to do, right? I mean, the Champions League is never the UEFA Champions League is never in a home stadium unless you're just luckily the team who the city that's hosting it in the venue, that team somehow made it to the final, which I think maybe has happened before once, but they're not purposely trying to give it to one of the 2 teams that are in the final. Now, a couple of years ago, we used to have it for a Champions League final. Concacaf Champions Cup final would play 2 legs the final. I really don't like 2 legs either, though. I think it's just one match. It just makes the stakes higher, right? Tigres trying to win their second Concacaf title. Here's another hot take for you guys. And I was talking to a buddy earlier. One of my Nashville SC friends called me up and asked me if I thought they were going to win. And I told them that if Tigres wins tonight, and especially in a decisive fashion, I think that you could argue that they might be the favorite to win it all. Like I think they could beat Toluca and they could beat LAFC. All right, we're about to kick off here. Second leg. This is it, guys. This is a lot of people, and we're officially kicked off. Nashville SC versus Tigres. Second leg is officially underway. A lot of people thought this was MLS's best path to the final was Nashville SC versus Tigres. They're down 1-0. Down 1-0, and Tigres has the away goal. So they've got a big leg up so far. Why does it say 7 minutes and 48 seconds? Is that accurate? What the heck? There's no way that's accurate, right? There's no way this is accurate. Why does it say 8 minutes on FOTMOB? What the heck? It just kicked off on my end. And by the way, the score bug is not up yet on the score bug is not up. Speaking of Champions League, I saw the most beautiful semifinal earlier. Not that I'm biased. Oh yeah, by the way, congrats. I thought about you when they won. A lot of people were pissed that they won. We'll find out who they play tomorrow. We'll find out who they play tomorrow. You know, Mister, regardless of who they play tomorrow, they probably won't be favored. They probably won't be favored. Although I would like to see them. I'd like to see Arsenal win the Champions League. Okay, they fixed it. Cool. It's fixed now on FOTMOB. I was thinking, what the hell is going on? That's crazy. Christian Espinosa's got to play better. Hany Mukhtar's got to play good too for them to win. He's going to have a big game. Oh, good steal by Espinosa. Brunetta. Looking for Correa. Lets it go. Any idea when MLS is going to upgrade roster rules? Probably at the end of the sprint schedule next year. Probably at the end of the sprint schedule. Uh-oh. Oh, Correa tried to fire, was blocked. Oh my God. Handball. It's gonna be a free kick outside the box, though. By the way, I think that BJ Callahan is the only manager in Major League Soccer who never played soccer. I don't think he ever played soccer at any level. He's like one of the only managers who never played soccer at like any level. It's a final anything can happen. I'm not counting my chickens. Well, if you in the Champions League, the first ever, that'd be crazy, right? Often, if you refresh FOTMOB once or twice, the incorrect information is updated. Yeah, I think it's good now. I did try to update it. Oh, oof! No one was there. Out of bounds. Going to be a goal kick for Nashville. Nashville is going to have to use the spirit of the Quakes to get the win. Yeah, you see, that's funny. It's like, it feels like a lot of times MLS's best teams aren't in the Champions Cup. The teams that are actually performing the best in MLS. Not that Nashville isn't performing well, they are, but there's a couple teams that aren't performing very well that were in the Champions Cup, the Galaxy, which they probably shouldn't have been in anyways. There's Leagues Cup that got them in, but there's teams that are really good that just aren't in the Champions Cup. And then next year when they do go to the Champions Cup, they probably won't be good then, right? That's normally what happens in MLS. BJ Callahan looks like a high school coach. Coy big. Come on, you. Has there ever been an MLS versus MLS CCC? I don't think so. No, there definitely there definitely hasn't because DC United beat, I think, a Costa Rican team or El Salvador or Honduran team. I don't remember who the Galaxy beat. This altitude is killer too. You got to think about the altitude. The altitude is brutal. Boys in gold. Okay, I got you. I got you. Once MLS relaxes spinning rules, they'll boss the CCC. Yeah, they will for sure. I just it's crazy. I don't. You thought they would have wanted to boss it a while ago. But they think this is bossing. Honestly, they think that this is the way what they've done so far. All right, corner. No one's there. Booted out by Reed Baker Whiting. It's gonna be another corner. Brunetta's taking the corner, by the way. Don't forget, we got another watch along tomorrow night. We're gonna do LAFC versus Toluca to see what the winner of this game. See who they're playing in the next round or in the final. Brunetta. God, he mishit that. That was weird. That was a terrible. That was one of the worst free kicks I've ever seen. Or corners. That's one of the worst corners I've ever seen. At the professional level, at least. Schwakey getting shaky. That was the problem. Yes, that was his problem last week. Shaky Swakey. That was crazy, man. It was absolutely insane. Have you watched the Avatar leak? I've not I've not watched the Avatar leak yet. I haven't. I did like the show when I was a kid. I would definitely watch the movie. Deep ball looking for Andy Nahar, plays it out wide. Andy, decent touch, keeps it in play. Plays it to Corcoran. Hany Mukhtar dribbles around, hits Corcoran in the back of the leg, deflected. Have I ever been a coach for any? I have never coached anything ever. The only friend that I have that coaches the soccer that I'm friends with is probably Tack. He coaches youth ball. Burnetta tried to play it out wide, but taken away by Nashville, or played it to the middle, I should say. Nashville doesn't look too bad so far. They don't look shaky or they don't look timid so far through the first 10 minutes almost. They look all right. Not good enough to win so far, but they look a little better than you. They don't look intimidated, is what I should say. Nice. What level did you coach? Kids, younger kids, high school? Oh, Burnett, dangerous spot. Poked away. Oh, good tackle by Tigres. Ángel Correa tries to go around Alex Will, but he can't. Oh my God, what a sloppy play. Went off of Espinosa's foot, his heel. What a sloppy sequence right there. Bad luck and sloppy sequence. Why should Nashville be intimidated? They are not playing Bayern Munich at Allianz Arena. I think, well, just because no team's ever won before at this stadium and they're down 1-0 on aggregate and they got to score and they haven't scored any goals really in Champions Cup. Well, they scored 2 goals in 5 games. So I just, Espinosa, dangerous spot. Espinosa shoots it just wide right. First shot of the game. Semi-pro adults. That's pretty cool. I don't count this as I coach non I don't count this as I coach non-competitive soccer when my son was 5 years old. It was about fun and sportsmanship. That's still, I mean, I'd still count that. Coach 5-year-old kids. That's actually harder, you know? Nashville's pressing, boots it deep. Reed Baker Whiting with the ball, plays it back to Schwakey. Corcoran got some space in the middle, plays it out wide to Reed Baker Whiting. God, Alex Will is so bad. He shouldn't be starting. He's not a Champions Cup semifinal team quality starter. Oh, nice play by Correa. Correa's got a lot of space. Yeah, he does have the Timothy shot because they were friends, right? I played semi pro when I was younger. I was asked to coach at my former club. That's pretty cool, man. What is your youth club? You know how some of the youth clubs in England are associated with bigger clubs, like it's like they're like under the umbrella of certain big clubs. Did your club have like were they underneath a certain team? Oh my god, the far right, wide open, so much space. Brunetta just completely missing it. Corcoran gets fouled. What's going on here? Guess the Tigres player's down. Hurt his knee, maybe. Oh, I guess he's coming out. Oh my god, two injuries maybe. If you were a professional coach, which MLS team would you like to coach? I don't know if I mean I wouldn't really want to. There's not really one specific team I would want to coach. If I were to do anything, I would rather be a GM or a technical director. That would be my. That would honestly be my thing. Toronto just lost 3-1 to a CPL team. GG. Robin Fraser underestimating Ottawa for some strange reason. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Robin Fraser to be honest. I don't like recycled coaches. He didn't do good at I think it was Dallas. I think it was his first job maybe. Or maybe it was Chivas. I don't remember. He coached another team. He didn't do well and then he coached um Colorado. He had one decent season during the pandemic, which doesn't really count because they only played one conference. They didn't play half the league in the regular season. So I'm not a big fan of his. Tigres players fatigue due to their playoff games. That's true too. They do have playoff games going on right now in Liga MX. Corcoran looks below the level, playing too slow. They have a couple guys that don't look like I mean, they're not even MLS starting quality. They're definitely not Champions Cup starting quality. I mean, this is like the best teams in the entire thing. Bad giveaway by Nashville. Brunetta's got some space out left. He's pressing forward. Marcelo. Oh God, he cooked. Oh my God, he just cooked Nahar, Andy Nahar, but he lost possession. Out of bounds. Going to be goal kick. Yeah, goal kick for Nashville. Oh, good deflection. Brunetta. Oh, guys, got some space. Oh, just wide right. That's a bad giveaway by Nashville. Bad giveaway by Nashville. Got almost 60 people in the chat, guys. We're at 22 likes. Let's try to get to our 100 like we normally do. Smash the like button down below. A lot of people haven't smashed the like button. Also, hit the subscribe button. Over half the people watch right now are not subscribers. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. I just watch football from all over the place. MLS is a fun league where Arsenal aren't trying to give me a heart attack most weeks. Plus, it's also nice just to watch as a neutral, observer, right? You don't no just watch good football, no stake in it, just kind of enjoy it. Plus, Mister just loves soccer. I mean, he just loves footy. He just likes to watch any game he can. Brunetta. Is it going to stay in? It is. And I think that altitude we talked about is really going to show up in the second leg or the second half. It's going to really show up in the second half in this game. That's when the heavy legs are really going to start to show. The Singapore League. I wouldn't say that Tigres has looked very good either. They've looked very sloppy. Nashville has two, but ooh, low cross. Marcelo Flores. Oh, good defending by Corcoran. Oh, the cross. Oh, Madrigal. Oof. Gets called for a foul. He's wanting a card. Oof. Dangerous pass back. Schwakey just has to get rid of it. It's going to be a throw in for Tigres. The altitude will definitely be a problem. I promise you it'll be a problem. Oh, Brunetta. Decent play, plays that wide for Correa. Correa was letting it go, but taken away by Reed Baker Whiting. Tries to pass it to Madrigal, but too much on it. Goes into Guzman's hands. Yeah, no, I understand that they're what is Nashville's altitude? Hold on, let's look this up because it's yeah, even if it's 1,800 feet, it's still a lot higher than what they're used to playing in. I think Nashville's altitude it looked like it's like 500 feet. So they're playing in almost three times higher. They are playing at three times higher altitude. Yeah, Toluca's gonna be crazy too. But this is and plus the travel too. It's just probably like a this was probably like a 5 hour flight. And Nahar making the run, get a touch on it. He can. He keeps in play. Horrible hit by him. Oh, Corcoran plays to Mukhtar, back to Corcoran. Espinosa is going to have to do something tonight, too. Right into Guzman's hands. .23 minutes in. 0-0 in the second leg. Brunetta. Nationals pressing. Almost got to Guzman. Have to get rid of it. Ooh, able to beat that. Wow. Is that Correa? Pass was too little on the pass there. Looking for Marcelo Flores. Mukhtar. Mukhtar's gonna have to have a big game. He's gonna have to step up. He's gonna have to be a difference maker in this game. Defensively, yeah, Nashville's not been too bad tonight. Defensively, not too bad. Very organized, but they're gonna have to score. It's been hard for Tigres to really move the ball forward. Flores plays out wide. Yeah, fans are frustrated. Correa out wide. Tries to play it back, but it's taken away by Reed Baker Whiting. I think it went last off Reed Baker Whiting. It's going to be a Tigres throw in. Ooh, offside. Yeah, definitely offside. What the hell was he thinking? Schwakey boots it deep. Madrigal not able to win it, but it's going to be a throw in for Nashville SC. Oof. Oh, that deflection could have been dangerous. Just if it was just a little lower, it would have went in. I can't tell if that's off the arm either. Was that a handball, chat? Might be hit his left arm. No, that's supposed to take in the corner. God. My prediction was 4-0 Tigres. I was being doomerish about Nashville SC because they haven't scored a bunch of goals in Champions Cup. They scored 2 goals in the last 5 matches, and Tigres has been very good at home. Very good at home. I don't think this is. I personally don't think this is going to extra time, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. But Nashville SC has looked very good so far. Almost 30 minutes in, they've looked very good so far. Oof. Foul on Correa. Gonna be a free kick for Nashville. I think the first time I hear Emeki's commentators respecting Nashville or MLS is in general, MLS has grown. Is that what they're saying? Is that what they're saying on the Spanish broadcast? Oh, Schwaki with a bad kick out of bounds. Going to be a throw in for Tigres. Ooh, nice play by Marcelo. Yeah, see, Tigres is playing because they're trying to advance, but they're trying to host that final. Ooh, Garrett gives it away. God, that's the third time in a row they've literally kicked out of bounds. Nashville SC, like the same exact spot. 3 times in a row they've given a Tigres throw in the same spot. It's gonna be a goal kick for Nashville. Nashville DPs are Mukhtar, Surridge, and Espinosa. Surridge is out tonight. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Madrigal. Take it. Shoot it. Shoot it. Oh. Oh. Could have been a chance there. Could have been a chance there. 2 chances, 2 times he probably should have struck it. Should have shot there, but he put his hands in the defender's face. Probably should have shot there, but too slow. Way bad reaction. He kicked the guy in the leg, and he's the one that's crying and saying he got hurt. He kicked the guy in the leg. That was a disastrous sequence there. Madrigal, I think, just got a yellow. What the hell was that? Penalty. In the past, this wouldn't have even been competitive. The fact that it is shows how much the gap has closed. Yeah, I do think the gap has closed, but it's not just because MLS is getting better. I think that Liga MX is not as good as it was 10 years ago. It's like it's both. Like one's getting worse and another one's getting better. So they're starting to like level out. Kenny, what's up, my friend? Crowd's been fun tonight. Wonder how many Nashville fans traveled for this game. All right, Guzman with the goal kick. Boots it out wide. Alex Will gets the ball, but it looks like Correa is able to get it back. Oof. Good touch by Corcoran. That's the problem too. Is they're playing very defensively, but they're gonna have to score, so they're gonna have to do something. I think they only have what they got. Like maybe they have 2 shots. I think it's just 1 shot. So they're gonna have to pick things up. They're gonna have to pull that goal back. Schwakey. Madrigal with some space. I guess he's fouled outside the box. Yeah. Yep. Yellow card on Angulo. Did he step on his foot? Yeah, yeah, it's definitely a foul. All right, this is a free kick in a dangerous spot. He must have clipped Madrigal pretty bad on the foot on that back heel. He, like back heeled him in the foot, tripped him, made him fall down. What the hell was that thing that that guy has? Is that for like for oxygen because of the altitude? Did you see that? What he had? That was interesting. Will is very mid. He shouldn't even be a starter in Major League Soccer, let alone starter for a Champions Cup team. It is in Mukhtar's range. We'll see. Mukhtar, you know, he's been disappointing so far in this tournament, so we'll see if he can step up. You know what's funny is the Mukhtar fall off doesn't make a lot of sense. He's never been super fast. It's more technical ability, but he's only 30, 31 years old, and he feels like he's, you know, 37 the way he's been playing the last couple of years. All right, let's see. See what Mukhtar can do. Mukhtar lined over the free kick. Dangerous place. Let's see. Mukhtar. Too much on it. Over the bar. Goal kick. Tigres. 'He's no Ojeda. No, 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 no. Yeah, Martin Ojeda is definitely better. Uh-oh. Oof. Out of bounds. Gonna be a goal kick. '40th minutes. Nil nil. '40th minute. Nil nil. Nashville SC still in it. Guzman tries to boot it deep to Correa. Goes into Schwake's hands. They're talking about Nashville. They scored 2 goals and they're in a good spot. It's like I agree that, you know, if ifs were fifths, we'd all be drunk. I mean, they haven't scored 2 goals in the game the whole tournament. You know, like so. I mean, I wish they would, but it's not like that's you know, it's a reoccurring thing that's happened before. You know, so like that would be great. Hell, it'd be nice to had 3 goals, 4 goals. You know, but that's what they've done lately is they haven't scored 2 goals. They've scored 2 goals the entire tournament outside of Ottawa in the last 5 games, and so yeah, they're gonna have to score. See, Espinosa wasn't even ready for that. There'll probably be some good players to go to Liga MX too. Oh, Mukhtar almost did he kick him in the head? Nope, they're letting play on. Marcelo Flores. Oh, Aguirre looking for him, but goes into to Schwake's feet. Oof, Madrigal couldn't get a good touch on it. They let it play out. Nashville SC throw in. Nashville obliterates Miami and beat America only to flounder against Tigres. Well, they didn't really look great against Miami or Club America, to be fair. I mean, they didn't really do anything crazy against either one of them. Remember, they won against Miami on a tied aggregate because they had the away goal. That whole series was a 1-1 was a 1-1 result on aggregate, and they had the away goal. So that's why they advanced. And then Club America, they won 1-0 on aggregate because they scored at America. So 2 goals in 5 games. Oh, beautiful ball. Nahar. Anyone there? Oh my God. That was, oh my God. What a pass though by Mukhtar to Nahar. Decent cross. Actually, nah, really wasn't that decent of a cross. He kicked it right to Guzmán. Looked like Will just absolutely destroyed Guzmán. Yeah, he just absolutely destroyed him. Like ran right into him. I think there was like some knee on knee contact. I think I might do the San Jose Vancouver watch along on Saturday. I think that was the best chance of the game. I can see Mo Salah going to San Diego. The Saudis are looking like they're starting to pull back on the fun. I knew that was going to happen. You know, the Live Golf is done, and I would figure that Saudi Pro League is next. The league has not grown at all. They spent all this money the last 3 seasons, and the league is still not grown in popularity. Maybe a little bit in quality, but not in popularity. And so I don't think they're gonna. I don't think that they're really going to. They might spend, but they're just not going to probably pull as many people as they were. Also, too, it's an interesting shot. Um, they're probably going to. I think so. Salah would like to play in the U.S. All right, 5 minutes of ad time. I thought it said 9 at first. I thought, oh my god, 9. How would it be 9? But it's 5. All right, Esnosa taking the corner. Oh! I thought that was going in. I thought that was going in. Guys, that looked like it was dead center going in. Just wide right. It's going to be another corner for Nashville, though. God, I thought that was going in. Ooh. All right, Espinosa with the corner. Cleared away by Gary, I think. It's going to be a throw in for Nashville. 3.5 minutes left of add time. Saudi League isn't even on the zone anymore. I think they're screwed, especially when Ronaldo leaves. Not that he really made a difference anyway, but when he leaves, like, I think it's really done. Tigres throw in. 2.5 minutes left and add time. Uh-oh, a lot of space here for Marcelo on the left side. Marcelo Flores cuts right. Uh-oh, too heavy of a touch, loses possession. Oh my God, what the hell was that? Brunetta whips it in. Oh, Correa, he tried to go for it. Oh, or was it Garza that went for it? Yeah, didn't have the height for that. Missed time that one big time. I think thing is Saudi now got the World Cup in 2034, which is what they really wanted. Yeah. And where is it in 2030? Is it in Europe? Or is it in where is it in 2030? Is it in Spain in 2030? Brunetta getting fouled, but no call. What to say? I'm not surprised that Saudi League is cutting way back. They do not have the money to spend as they used to. It's not really bearing any. It's not really helping them at all. Brunetta, the free kick. Altrell heads it up. Uh-oh, danger spot. Aguirre, Flores. Oof, soft shot, but goes into Schwake's hands. We're past the 5 minutes of ad time. We'll see how much longer they let play on. That was a soft shot by Flores. Maybe the last chance. Oof. Okay, yeah. So Spain, Portugal, and Morocco. Cool. Espinosa, dangerous. Oh, going to Guzman's hands. We're 6 minutes past the 45. Okay, that's in the first half. It is 0-0. Tigres versus Nashville SC after 45 minutes plus 5 minutes of added time. Okay, so 0-0, no score. What are your guys' feelings after that first half performance by both teams? I want your 1 through 10 grade performance for Nashville SC and Tigres. 1 through 10 grade for both teams in their first half performance. let me know. While you guys read those or let me know what your first half performance is, I'm going to do a quick ad read for FanDuel, and I'll be back in 45 seconds. Hey, everyone, quick word from our sponsor, FanDuel. If you're into soccer like I am, you already know how exciting La Liga, the Premier League, and MLS matches can get. With FanDuel, you can make it even more fun by placing bets on your favorite teams and matches across all three leagues. Whether it's a Premier League showdown, a La Liga thriller, or an MLS game with your local club, FanDuel makes it easy and exciting to bet on what you watch. Just remember, you have to be 21 years or older to play. Please bet responsibly and only if you're of legal age and in a state where it's allowed. Download the FanDuel app or head over to FanDuel.com, sign up, and get in on the action. Thanks for supporting the channel through FanDuel. All right. Let's read some of these first half grades. Like I said, 1 through 10 for both teams in their first half performance. Let's see what you guys have. Let's see. The first half was a movie. All right. Lincoln says it was a 6 out of 10. Interesting for Nashville SC. Missy L says 5.5 for Nashville, 4.5 for Tigres. Mr. says 5 each. Jermaine says 7-7 tie. Interesting. You think it was 7-7? I think that first half was a little underwhelming. I think that both teams, so Nashville was very defensive oriented in that first half. Tigres looked very sloppy. They both looked sloppy, but it was very, very. I left you wanting more for both teams, right? I don't think really anyone's shined so far through 45 minutes. Now, if we look at the first half stats, the possession goes Tigres 55 to Nashville SC's 45. Felt a little bit more even. Nashville SC had 5 shots, 0 on target. Tigres had 4, 1 on target. I think the only one they had was the Marcelo Flores shot, which was a very limp shot, right? It was not like it was a very soft shot, right? I mean, it's been pretty even on the stat sheet. Expected goals for Tigres is 0.25. Expected goals for Nashville SC is 0.2. So I don't think that I don't think either team is obviously running away with it. I think they both have looked sloppy in this game, but they're playing differently. They're playing differently in this match. So if I had to give my first half, grades, 1 through 10, I would probably give Tigres a 4 out of 10, maybe even a 3 out of 10. Maybe probably a 3 out of 10, and I'd probably give Nashville like a 5 out of 10. I would say Nashville's playing better considering the stakes and where they're playing at, but they're still not playing good enough because they need to win this game. They need to score. They have to score. They have to score. So I'm not too thrilled with either one so far. I think it's very evenly matched, and the second half is going to be have to be much better from either one of these teams. Now, if Nashville SC pull one back and it ends in a 1-1, it's going to go to extra time. But they're going to have to play a little bit more. I think they're going to have to play a little bit more aggressive in the second half. And by the way, Yazbek was. I thought I saw this. Yazbek was listed in the starting 11 to start this game, but was the Acosta? Yeah, Acosta started. Yeah, Brian Acosta started this game. So I'm not really sure what happened there. Maybe he got pulled last second. Maybe he had a small knock or injured something in the warmups. But he was listed as a starter at the beginning of this game. So I'm not really sure what happened to Yazbek. Nashville SC win 4 for Tigres, 8 for Nashville. Interesting. Nashville SC, okay, keep saying win 5-5 for each. So 1-0 for Nashville would mean extra time, right? Because of equal away goals. That is correct. What did I miss? Not much. Not much, honestly, Keyshawn. Not much. Very, I wouldn't even say defensive oriented because I don't think Tigres was really doing anything crazy. I just think Nashville's the defense is lacking a little bit. But pretty much just a stalemate in the first half. Nashville SC can win by away goals for a 1-1 tie. No, it would be a draw. I mean, they could win in extra time, but Yazbek got injured in warmups. Interesting, and he's on crutches. What the hell happened to Yazbek? That's crazy. What are you smoking, Lincoln? Tigres already has an away goal. Well, if they score, it's still just tied. You can see why a team like Miami with a world-class player shall have been playing this late. A real hope is LAFC. By the way, what the hell is that profile pic? Is that La Tortuga with Messi? Or is that supposed to be you? I can't tell. Is that supposed to be a joke about Suarez? Or if Nashville scores, it'll be tied and go to extra time. That's true. Keyshawn says, I hate Arsenal. Well, don't say that to Mr. Mystery. He's having a great day. You know, he's starting to feel better with his eye, and you know his team's making it to the Champions League final. You know, he's things are going his way. So don't rain on his parade. The winner of this match has to be the underdog for the championship match, right? No, I wouldn't say that. I think Tigres actually might be able to beat LAFC or Toluca. That's you. Okay, cool. Tigres might play all their starters for the rest of the game. They are up on their first leg against Chivas. Might play all their starters for the rest of the game. They are up on their first leg against Chivas. Interesting. Yeah, that is interesting. I mean, obviously, I think that Tigres has better depth than Nashville SC does. So if they do have to make some substitutions, I don't think that would really. If they have to make substitutions, they would obviously win that advantage over Nashville. They have a deeper team. They've got guys that would be on their bench that would be starting for Nashville SC. So if they have to make some substitutions, I really wouldn't be worried about it. I think that actually might play in their favor as far as getting some fresh legs on the pitch, because someone had mentioned that their first leg against Chivas, which was Saturday, probably. Let's see. Chivas versus Tigres. I'm not sure when their first match. I would assume it was Saturday. Yeah, it was Saturday. They won 3-1. I would assume they're probably tired. You know, I would assume that they're probably tired after that first game. So even if they can play 90 minutes, I'm sure some of these guys are tired. They'd like to probably rotate some of their squad. I could be wrong, but that's what I would think. So we'll see what they do in the second half. Nashville SC just doesn't have a lot of good quality depth. I mean, honestly, like I said earlier, there's guys in their starting 11 who shouldn't even be starting in their starting 11. So, by the way, guys, we're at 60, like almost at 70 people in the chat. We are at 34 likes, I think, last we checked. We're getting closer to 100. We're closer to 50, but we're going to get to 100 by the end of the stream. Smash the like button down below if you haven't already. It helps us out. A lot of people in the chat have not liked the stream down below. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Some of you guys aren't subscribed yet. We are only 10 subscribers away from 12,700. We're trying to hit 13K in the next couple weeks. So make sure you guys subscribe if you haven't already. A lot of content coming out. Got the game versus Toluca and LAFC tomorrow. You guys aren't going to want to miss. Hopefully, we'll see some of you guys, or all of you guys actually, at that stream tomorrow. And then we obviously have the Vancouver video dropping on Thursday. So much content coming your way you don't want to miss. So make sure you're subscribed and hit the little bell notification so you guys don't miss any of our video drops or live stream watch-alongs or any of the content that we have coming out. So looking at Nashville's depth, right? We talked about this. Like I said, there's guys that and the starting 11 that probably should be starting. It's just not a very deep team. That's like the one flaw with that. I just don't think it's very deep. On the other side, Tigres is very deep. Okay. So that's the problem with Nashville. I just don't see what they could really do in the second half to get a spark. They don't really need any defensive spark. They need attacking spark. I don't see anyone on the bench that could really ignite that. And honestly, I really don't think that Sam Surridge, their starting striker, would make a big difference in this game. You guys are going to think I'm crazy, but he didn't play in the He did play in the Inter Miami series. He didn't make that much of a difference. He played against Club America, I think, at least one of the two legs. He didn't make a difference. Hell, he might have played in both legs, but I think he played at least one of them. He didn't make a difference. I just don't I mean, he is supposed to be one of their best players, but he hasn't made the difference that a DP should be making. Okay. He hasn't made that difference. So maybe I'm wrong. Nobody wants to be Arsenal. I'm used to it. They hate us because they ain't us. Can you say a prayer for Nashville winning? If Nashville hypothetically weather this match and win, how would you like their chances in the finals, assuming they get Surge back? Not very good because I felt very good, for MLS in the finals with Vancouver last year, with Columbus against Pachuca in 2024. The problem with this is if they do make it to the final, they'll be playing at Toluca or LAFC, so they're not going to play at home. So it's going to be a tough road game for them, no matter who they play. That's the problem. The last couple Champions Cup, Champions League finals have the MLS team has had to play on the road, and it's very, very tough to win on the road. You're insane, Will. He's a golden boot contender when healthy, man. But he hasn't been good in the Champions Cup. I understand he's been good in MLS. He hasn't been good in Champions Cup. He has not been good in Champions Cup. He hasn't been good. Like I'll pull up his stats in Champions Cup. Let's look at it. Let's look what he's done outside of the Ottawa, because we're not counting that. I mean, it's Ottawa. Let's see. Here we go. So he hasn't played since April 25th. He did play the first game against Club America, so he did play one. I mean, against Miami, 2 games, and Club America, he had 0 goals. 0 goals. Let's see. He's only scored 1 goal in the entire Concacaf Champions Cup. He's played in 4 matches. Even an Ottawa game he played. He played in the first leg of the Ottawa game. He has 1 goal in 4 matches in Champions Cup. So he's been good in MLS, but he has not been good in Champions Cup. He's got 4 goals 1 goal in 4 matches. Do we really need the Campeones Cup with having Leagues Cup? Seems like overkill. They don't need Leagues Cup. They don't need Campeones Cup. They don't need any of these. They just need Champions Cup. That's all they need. I hate all this stuff, honestly. I wish they just had this. In my view, the Leagues Cup is a much better tournament. CCC is so long, and you have all these low quality teams that begs question: do people wait until this late to watch? Yeah, but the problem with the Champions Cup is it's all in America. And hold on a second. I'm reading this. There's an update about Toluca. Leagues Cup it feels very shambolic. Toluca will play with Mexican national team call-ups Alexis Vega and Jesus Gallardo. Mexican Federation allowed them to miss their call-ups. Damn, that is bad news for LAFC. That is bad news for LAFC. Oh my God, that's not good. That's not good. But obviously you want to beat them at their strongest, but that's not good. That is absolutely insane. Wow. Not good for LAFC. He supports Chelsea. His profile pictures him in a Chelsea kit. He would still make a difference. He's been disappointing in Champions Cup, but maybe if they win, we'll see. Right? Maybe I'm wrong. What are the TV ratings for this game? Likely poor. MLS can thank Nash for eliminating their only chance to bring some more meaningful global attention to CCC if Messi was playing. I mean, this is kind of bad promotion in general. They don't really promote the Champions Cup as much as they should because MLS doesn't control it. That's why they don't promote it as much. I like the CCC way better than Leagues Cup. Also, I hope they format. Okay, guys, listen. Second half's about to start. It's about to start. Real quick before this starts. What is your second half score prediction? What do you think the second half score prediction is going to be for Nashville SC versus Tigres? Let me know down below. Who's going to win this game? What is the final score going to be? My prediction pregame was 4-0. I'm going to change it to 2-0 Tigres. I don't think they're going to score 4 in the game now. They don't look like they're up to that, but I do think that they're going to score 2 goals. I think it's going to be 2-0. That's my final score prediction, 2-0. Nashville 2-1. Nashville 1-0. Tigres 1-1. Looks like someone's making a sub. Tigres is making a sub, getting the depth in. 2-1 Nashville. 1-0 could go either way. Listen, I hope Nashville score, but I just don't see where it's going to come from. Okay, second half's officially underway. Here we go. We're going to get an answer tonight, regardless. We're going to get an answer. Who's going to make the final? Is it going to be Tigres? Is it going to be Nashville SC? We're going to find out very, very soon. Going to find out very, very soon. Ooh. Tigres looks a little bit more amped this half. Let's see what happens. Maybe Guido Pizarro got into him. We'll see. Remember, Correa scored that crazy goal in the first leg. Keyshawn, I don't know how long you've been a Chelsea fan, but I got some fond memories of Chelsea, man. I think Frank Lampard might be my favorite Premier League midfielder of all time. Mister, let me know what you think about Frank Lampard. I'm curious what you think about him. Let me know what you think about Super Frank. Lampard is the only reason I even rooted for NYCFC. Interesting. Show us the game. I can't show you the game. I'm not trying to get taken down. Chelsea are in free fall right now. Lampard was an excellent player back in the day. Is he the best scoring midfielder in Premier League history? And do you rate him higher than Steven Gerrard? That's a question for the time. That's always been the debate. Do you think he's the best scoring midfielder in Premier League history? And do you rate him higher than Steven Gerrard? Uh-oh. Hany Mukhtar. Oh my God, Hany Mukhtar just got bodied. Oh, it's offside. God, he just got absolutely obliterated. Yeah, he's offside. But God, he got obliterated. Oh my God. Wow. Okay, cool. So he's best attacking best scoring midfielder, and he's the best. He's better than Steven Gerrard. Interesting. I love Frank Lampard, man. He was so good. He's like one of the players I remember fall in love with when I started watching ball. But you know who I really love? You know my boy, my favorite Premier League player of all time. You know who it is. They just absolutely bodied him. My favorite player of all time in the Premier League. Mister, you know who it is. It's the legend. It's the best player in your club history. The best player of all time to never win a Ballon d'Or. Oh yeah, Thierry Henry. Eden Hazard is your favorite player of all time for Chelsea. Mukhtar. Oh, bad giveaway. Brunetta spun around twice like he was in a turnstile. Correa, too hard of a touch. Drogba was good too. I rate Thierry Henry ahead of Drogba. I love Drogba, but I think Thierry Henry is better, way better than Drogba. But I love Drogba too. Those Chelsea teams are crazy back in the day. John Terry, Ashley Cole, Peter Cech, obviously Drogba, Lampard. Try to think of some others. Gary Cahill, right? Didn't he play with that? He played in those teams, didn't he? Yeah, Gary Cahill was definitely part of those teams. Honestly, Chelsea were so bad yesterday. I did feel for the young lads. Derry, that was a nasty clash of the heads. Hey, the good news is that even though this game has been pretty lackluster, someone's gonna have to score, or it's gonna. I mean, there's gonna be a result. I guess what I'm trying to say, there's gonna be a result regardless, even if it's 0-0. Someone advances. So oh, Corcoran able to keep the ball, good recovery, plays that wide to Reed Baker Whiting. Corcoran, bad pass, too much on it, goes out of bounds. Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen in this game, man. Mohammed, I don't think it's going to happen because these teams aren't. Well, maybe Tigres could score, but that's not Nashville style. They don't do that. Not in this tournament. Now tomorrow's game, Toluca versus LAFC, could be some fireworks. Gary fouls Palacios. Going to be a free kick for Nashville SC. A lot of space. Correa plays it out wide, looking for a Gary. Correa crosses it. Uh-oh. I think things could start to turn here. Oh, that was a dangerous challenge. It looked like it was head on head. Bad giveaway. Bad giveaway by Will right there. Uh-oh. Oh. Harry will win the Ballon d'Or soon. He could. Try to think of who else maybe could win it. Dembele, you think he's gonna win it back to back? Kevin De Bruyne. I'm surprised we haven't seen the fine art of Mexican shithousery yet. There's still time. You can tell Nashville lacks superior quality. They don't have. There's definitely some weak spots of positions for them. They don't have depth either. Would Miami moving on from Berterame for Casemiro be an upgrade for him? I don't think they're going to move off Berterame. I think they're going to find a way to keep both of them. Declan Rice again. Not that I'm biased. Do you think Declan Rice could win it? Honestly, if they win Champions League, I feel like if they win Champions League in the Premier League, that someone from Arsenal definitely deserves to win it. Oh, that was a nice header, but a little too much on it. Out of bounds, gonna be thrown for Tigres. Oh, they keep it in. Uh oh. Uh oh. Oh, Schwacky's able to knock it out. Oh my God, cross it, Mukhtar. Jeez, man, held on to it way too long. Out of bounds, gonna be a throw in for Nashville. He held on to it way too long. Did he kick him in the face? Brunetta plays that wide to Gary. Too slow. Too slow. Oof. That was a somewhat Crazy challenge. Looks like things are starting to open up for Tigres now, though. Things are opening up. Looks like the heavy legs for Nashville are starting to catch up. Tigres looking a little better. Deflected. Ooh, collect. I look like that was cleared out by Reed Baker White. It's gonna be a corner for Tigres. Momentum starting to swing. The pendulum is swinging. Miami needs to move away from the glamour and focus on playing. That new stadium feels like a club. Before and after games, music, laser shows at halftime, and now we have a poet running the show. Ashcan says if it's a FIFA World Cup year, so it depends on what they play for respective countries, not just domestically. It's true. Possibly, but the Ballon d'Or will go to the best player that wins the World Cup. That's probably true. You think that Messi would win it if they win the if Argentina wins the World Cup? Do you think he would win it again? Andy Nahar is down right now. Andy Nahar looks like he's maybe coming out. He's going to go out for this play at least. All right. Brunetta's taking the corner. Brunetta. Oh. Uh-oh. Correa. Oh, he had it in a dangerous spot. Nice play by Espinosa. No call. Nashville throw in here. I think maybe Lamine might win it if Spain can win the. I know he's hurt right now, but if he comes back healthy, which I think he will, and plays for Spain, and they win it all. I think Lamine Yamal could win the Ballon d'Or. No way the Gooners win the Champions League. The Gooners. That's funny. Looks like Diego Linus is coming in for a Gary. Ooh, bad giveaway by Reed Baker Whiting. See, I'm telling you, Nashville's gonna have to play most of these guys the entire game. These are their best. This is sadly their best starting 11. Uh oh. A lot of space here. Diego Line's running. Is he on? Is he on? Oh my God! Why did he pass that? Why didn't he shoot that? He should have put that wide left. Oh my God! Miami need to make the midfield harder to run through and not allow so much pressure on the back four. A lot of issues. Why did he cross that? No one was even there. He should have shot that. All right, Brunetta with the cross or with the corner. Oof. Out of bounds, going to be a goal kick for Nashville. I see 65 minutes in, guys. We got 25 minutes plus added time. I would assume there'll probably be about 5 minutes of added time because there's been a lot of time wasting in the second half. We'll see. Oh, that was a good chance possibly for Tigres. Oh my God. Hany Mukhtar just got obliterated. Hany Mukhtar just getting thrown around like a rag doll in this game. He's definitely going to he's definitely gonna be sore tomorrow. I would say that this summer is going to be absolutely insane for Major League Soccer. It's gonna be an insane summer. A lot of updates. See how many likes we got. Let's see. We're at 42 likes, guys. We're 8 away from 50. Smash the like button down below if you haven't already. We're only 8 away from 50. We still got 23 minutes left plus added time. Smash the like button down below. Smash the subscribe button down below. Oh, bad hit by Schwaki out of bounds. But hit the subscribe button. We're gonna have a busy summer on this account. You guys aren't gonna want to miss any of the content. Uh oh, Correa in a danger spot. Uh oh. Oh, Brunetta scores. It's over. It's over. That was a beautiful goal. I was a little look at this kid. He's going crazy right now. Oh my God. That was a beautiful goal. Nashville SC, they're screwed. They can't score. I was a little nervous with that with the shot selection. I thought maybe that was a bad angle, but he drilled it. He drilled it. That was a very. I thought he was going to go wide right, but man, what a goal! I think that's the nail in the coffin, guys. I think that might be the nail in the coffin. Nashville SC just can't score. They can't score. Beautiful finish though by Brunetta. Absolutely beautiful goal by Brunetta. The kid was going crazy in the stands. Muhammad's coming in for Acosta. I don't think this is going to make any difference. Like I said, Nashville SC doesn't really have any great depth, so I don't think this is going to make that much of a difference. Yep, Nashville's going to have to put. They're going to have to kick it in gear. They're going to have to stop playing. They're going to have to throw the kitchen sink at this. Uh oh. Oof. And the crowd is going crazy right now. Look at the place is shaking. Keep it in play. Can he keep it in play, Nahar? Man, Nahar still's got some pace to be 33 years old with two. I think he's had two major knee surgeries. Man, he's still got some pace. I don't know if it's going to be an LAFC versus Tigres finals. I don't know if it's. I don't know if LAFC are going to be able to seal the deal tomorrow. We'll see. But I know Tigres look like they're about to handle some business tonight. I mean, they got 20 minutes plus added time. I think they could score a couple more. Looks like they're, looks like Tigres feel like the pendulum is swinging a little bit. Too much. Wait, not enough urgency with Nashville right now. Not enough urgency with Nashville. Look at this. Look at this crowd, guys. This is amazing. Love this. Love this crowd energy from Tigres. Mukhtar got a little bit of space. He's got Reed Baker White. Didn't see him though. Try to fit it in there to Espinosa. Baker Whiting pulled down or clipped in the back. It's going to be a free kick in a somewhat dangerous spot. Don't know if Mukhtar can get this one in, if this is in his range. I guess maybe, but oh yeah, it's definitely a foul. God, that probably hurt like hell. Bent his leg a little bit. Oh, they're going to have Espinosa take this one, huh? Interesting. If LAC make it through, it will all depend on where they play the final. Listen, I am just so pessimistic about the chances because we've seen so many times that LAFC or Vancouver or Columbus, it don't matter who it is, they look good, they make it to the final, and they choke in the final. Like I'll believe it when I see it. I will believe it when I see it. All right, Espinosa with the free kick. I think he's gonna try to take this one. He is, and it goes right into the wall. Reed Baker Whiting keeps it alive, plays it back to Schwakey. Oh, nice play by Diego Lainez. Yeah, I think they probably will. I don't even know if an MLS team is going to make it to the final, to be honest with you. I don't know. I don't know. This was the least likely of the two after the first leg. Now, some people thought before either leg had started, the semifinals started, that Nashville had the best chance of advancing to the final between them and LAFC, but that's clearly not the case. '74th minute, 2-0. Nashville can't come back from this. They don't have any. They have their depth is horrible. Their starting 11 was already suspect with some positions, but their depth is non-existent. Their depth is non-existent. Nashville squandered the home leg. It's Atletico Madrid all over again. They did squander that. Oh, good defending by Ángel Correa. Almost took it away. Ooh, nice takeaway. Wow, got some space. Correa. Oh, Sanchez is got taken down. Oh, yeah, that's definitely a foul. Palacios definitely fouled him. Is that a yellow? Maybe did they give him a yellow? I mean, he clipped him purposely in the when he didn't have the ball to stop him. Appreciate you for stopping by, Eric. See you tomorrow night. Hopefully. Yep, we'll see. Just hope LAFC doesn't choke like San Diego did. They might. At this point, unless you just pull out of the CCC and focus on Leagues Cup. Oh my God, I hate Leagues Cup so much. And you know they're going to gas it up. The only reason I will cover Leagues Cup this summer is because because there's going to be probably some big stars that sign with MLS, and that'll be their debut. That's the only reason I'll do it. All right, Ángel Correa, Diego Lainez over the ball. See who takes it. Probably going to be Ángel Correa. Probably it is. Deflected, going to be probably going to be a corner. Oh, no one's there. Oh, did we Reed Baker White dislocate his shoulder? Looks like he might have. His arm looks kind of messed up. So he's good. Leagues Cup reveals how in reality Mexican teams are compared to MLS without the advantage of altitude. I love Leagues Cup. Yeah, but it's all played at home though. Leagues Cup would be cool if there was an actual international tournament rather than MLS as its safety international trophy. I think that'd be cool if there were some other teams. All right, Eddie Nahar's coming off and Lovitz is coming in. Oh, oh, Reyes. Oh, just too high. Yeah, I think Nashville's done. They seem like they're just kind of like I don't want to say falling asleep, but they are they feel like they are lifeless at this point. Uh-oh. Linez, can he get to it? He can. His pace is crazy because of the heavy legs. Correa's got some space. God, they've got so much space in the final third because Nationals FC's have or National SC's having to play a little bit more aggressive in the attack. Oh, Correa, bad giveaway. Bad giveaway by Nashville. That's like a handball. It looked like on Espos, but they're gonna let it play. Only thing is it does expose how reliant Mexican teams are on the altitude. That is somewhat true. Oh, that's another bad touch. Angel Correa has had some really bad touches tonight, which has cost them maybe a goal or two in the final third. Tigres has better chemistry than most Premier League teams. I mean, I don't know about that. I mean, how would you even quantify that? Another substitution by Tigres. Wonder if we'll see the goat. Wonder if we'll see the best player in Liga MX history, Gignac, tonight. Who's coming off? Is it Brunetta? Yeah, Brunetta's coming off. I mean, they pretty much got this one in the bag. 8 minutes plus added time in this game. I personally don't think Tigres are anything particularly special. Not tonight, especially they haven't been. They're a very solid team, but I mean, I don't know about the like I said, the Premier League comparisons are a little crazy, you know. Guzman, beautiful on a rope to Linez. They do know how to play these games though. Don't you think that's a little sad though that if this result holds, Nashville SC would have scored just 2 goals in 6 matches? I mean, how answer me this guys, how the hell do you even make it to the semifinals scoring 2 goals in 6 matches? It's almost unbelievable. It's almost unbelievable to advance with that type of goal rate. I say if you're going to compare Liga MX to Europe, I'd say they're closer to the Portuguese or Italian. Well, I don't think they're anywhere close to the Italian clubs. They're closer to the Portuguese, maybe the Turkish league, um, Belgian Pro League. Uh oh. Uh oh. Correa has been pretty bad tonight, to be honest with you. He's had a lot of bad touches, poor shots. Not looking as crisp tonight for Tigres as he has in the past games. Maybe he's just gassed. All right, 85th minute on Ángel Correa. Oof. National team value is 41 million, LAFC 69 million, Tigres 73 million. Yeah, but it's a little skewed because like I think Sun Heung Min's worth like maybe 15 or 20 million. Like half the value of the team is in like two players. Whereas Tigres is more spread out. They got probably like, you know, several players worth like 5 million plus. I'd say that both Liga MX and MLS are comparable standard to the Eredivisie. Well, I think actually the Eredivisie is pretty poor at the bottom, but yeah, obviously the top teams make it very good. So I do think some of these Liga MX teams, some of the better ones, could compete with those teams. Actually, I don't know if they're better, but they could compete with them. I would love to see teams like that in MLS. I would love to see an Ajax, a PSV, a a Benfica, a Sporting, a Porto. Like I would love to see a team like that in MLS. If that was like the best team in MLS, even though it's not like a um, that's not like a top five league best team quality. That's fine with me. That's great quality. I would take that any day of the week. I would love that. I can't watch these games anymore. The diving, the silly tactics of Mexican teams is beyond ridiculous. Mexico is an embarrassment to football, and they should wonder why. And they wonder why we can't do good outside. Hmm. I got 2 minutes plus ad time. I would expect there to be probably 4 minutes of ad time. I would say 4 minutes of ad time, maybe five. Oh God, Reed Baker White just shoved him down like crazy. It's a foul, and Reed Baker White going to be free kick for Tigres. Guzman boots it deep. 1 minute left plus added time. It's going to be a throw in for Nashville. Nashville's going to have to put it in gear. They need 2 goals. If they were to miraculously score 2 goals, they would advance, but they need 2 goals. Oh, yeah. I think they are definitely better than the Scottish Premier League by far. Hell, I think their best teams might be as good, if not better, than Celtic, Rangers. I think they might be better than them now. Good ball by Love. It's a little too much on it, though. Mukhtar. Bad, bad, bad play by Mukhtar. Oh, good touch by Correa. 3 minutes bad time, so less than I thought. They're just gonna play keep away for the next 3 minutes. Passing drill. Oof. Good defending by Chiva or by Tigres. Ooh, giveaway. Dangerous spot. Mukhtar. Uh-oh. Oh, was he pulled down? I guess he wasn't in the box. They're not gonna call it. Oh, Tigres is playing sloppy right now. Yo, am I crazy for saying Mukhtar disappeared? I swear he has not done anything the last 2 games. He had a couple good games in MLS. All he had to line as if he was paying attention. He had a couple good games in MLS, but he has just been an absolute no-show in these 2 legs against Tigres. He was an absolute no-show. Yeah, the Brazilian league is by far the best league. It's probably the fourth or fifth best league in the world. Yeah, I think it is from top to bottom. Allende's terrible. Oh, I thought Diego Lainez scored that. Yeah, Nashville's bad. All right, 30 seconds left of added time. It's over. We're just counting the clock down. We're just counting the clock down. Surprised they're letting this play on. That's the final whistle. Tigres has advanced 2-0 on aggregate against Nashville SC after 90 minutes plus added time. Shame for Nashville, shameful performance. Not really much of a post game. I'll just give you a couple thoughts here before we go. I thought this was disgraceful performance from Nashville SC. I don't think that they really had that urgency tonight. They look good defensively, but they really should have thrown this kitchen sink a little bit sooner. They really needed that goal. And there was nothing in this game that indicated they were going to be able to get that goal with the way they played the first 45 minutes. So, very disappointing game for Nashville SC. They did have a good chance heading into the series to maybe pull it away and make it to the final, but they ended up embarrassing themselves. The attack looked completely broken. Mukhtar was nowhere to be found. They did miss Sam Surridge, but I don't know what kind of difference he would have made. They didn't really have any chances in the final third. Really, nothing crazy. Espinosa was a huge no-show. Midfield really, I think, got dominated. Just a very, very disappointing performance in 2 games for Nashville SC. But I mentioned this earlier. Through 6 games, if you only score 2 goals, did you really deserve to finish or to advance? 2 goals through 6 games is very disappointing. So very disappointing. That's my thoughts. Congrats to Tigres. Congrats to Tigres. They will play in the Champions Cup final, which is like May 25th, I think. That might be the date. You'll have to double check me on that. I hate how they turn up for Messi and friends, but revert cold noodle once it's time to face other teams, right? We'll see what happens. We have the Toluca versus LAFC watch along at the same time tomorrow. Starts at 9:20 Eastern Standard Time tomorrow night to see who Tigres will face in the Concacaf Champions Cup final. Hope to see all you guys there for that match, that watch along. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification so you guys don't miss the notification when that starts. And I will see you all tomorrow. Don't forget, MLS Moves was presented by our proud sponsor, FanDuel. Hope you guys have a great night.